Hi, I'm Robert, and I'm here at the Canyon Country Community Center. This week, we're celebrating a very significant milestone, TWISC's 100th episode. We're going to be talking to the city's communications team to get a better idea of why TWISC is such a valuable resource for residents. You're watching This Week in Santa Clarita. I'm with Communications Manager Carrie Lujan. Carrie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Robert.
So it's TWISC's 100th episode, a very special moment. Can you tell us a little bit about how TWISC came about and what was the inspiration behind it?
Absolutely. So TWISC has been around in different iterations over the years, but we relaunched it in 2022, and we really wanted to give the residents a chance to see what happens behind the scenes at the city, from the people who do the projects, from exciting events like the Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival to critical infrastructure projects like the Vista Canyon Multimodal Center.
How has TWISC evolved over the past 100 episodes?
We always try to be very receptive to what the audience wants, so we try and give them quick bites of information, but also show those really fun behind-the-scenes look at the people and the places that make our city the great place it is.
Any final words or message you'd like to share with the Santa Clarita community as we celebrate this achievement?
I would just encourage everyone to tune in every week for a new episode of This Week in Santa Clarita, where we celebrate our dynamic organization and all the amazing projects and programs our city does under the leadership of our city council that makes Santa Clarita such an amazing place to live, work, and play.
Carrie, thank you for taking the time to be here with me today.
Of course, and thank you for everything you do to make TWISC amazing every week.
My pleasure. Now, let's head over to Jared. Joining me is Communication Specialist Jared Anderson. Jared, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So, it's TWISC's 100th episode. Can you tell us a little bit more about how TWISC contributes to promoting a sense of community among city residents?
Yeah, so I think TWISC is a great way for residents to learn about what's going on in the community. And one of the main areas where I interview city staff about is city events. I get to learn about what's going to be at the events, such as Census, Celebrate, concerts in the park, or the upcoming Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival. And once I finally go to the event, I'm able to see that planning come into fruition and just watch the community overall enjoy.
Well, Jared, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, let's head over to City Hall to speak to Georgia Rios. We're in the AV room here at City Hall. I'm with Georgia Rios. Georgia, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Robert.
So it's TWISC's 100th episode. Can you tell us a little bit more about what goes into selecting the topics and also the guests for each episode?
So I always say that TWISC is my favorite project as a communication specialist. Our job is to work with all of the different departments within the city to find updated information on what's going on in the community. Whether it's a construction project, an upcoming event like Census or Celebrate, we then work with our clientele to then go out to the sites and then do an introduction and sort of more information on that project. So we really get to see a wide variety of different things, and we get to work one-on-one with the project managers, and then we give a face to the project to our residents.
Could you highlight a memorable moment or episode from the past 100 shows that stands out to you?
There's so many moments, but one of my absolute favorite is when we were over at the Santa Clarita Aquatic Center. I was interviewing Jacob Acosta on one of our boga boards. This is where we do yoga on water. It's very unique, and a lot of residents didn't know that we offered it. So we decided, hey, let's get on the boga board and do our teaser. It was definitely something that really involved our cores, and we were really afraid of dropping all of our equipment, but it turned out great, and we had such a great time filming it.
Georgia, I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me today.
Thanks so much, Robert.
Now let's head over to C4 to speak with Gabriella. I'm here at the Canyon Country Community Center with Communication Specialist Gabriella Martinez. Gabby, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Robert, for the invitation. I'm super excited.
So this is TWISC's 100th episode. With the future of TWISC, what are your hopes and aspirations?
I look forward to continue producing Spanish content to reach our Spanish-speaking communities so that they can become more involved and partake in all of our events and programs that we offer here in the city.
I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me today.
Thank you, Robert, for the opportunity.
Now let's head over to City Hall to speak with Joe Redmond. I'm here with Communication Specialist Joe Redmond. Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Thanks for having me.
So it's TWISC's 100th episode. How do you hope TWISC will continue to grow and serve the community in the future?
Well, over the past few years, TWISC has done a great job of keeping the community informed about local projects, programs, and events. And over the next few years, I can see TWISC using new platforms and technologies to reach as many residents as possible. One of my favorite things about TWISC is putting the spotlight on the people behind the scenes who make everything happen, and I'm really excited to see more of that as we move forward.
Well, thanks for joining us, Joe. I'm looking forward to the next 100 episodes.
Me too. Glad to be here.
We'd like to thank you for joining us on a special 100th episode of TWISC. We appreciate your support over the years. And if you'd like to stay updated on all things Santa Clarita, please follow us at City of Santa Clarita on all social media platforms. We'll see you next week, Santa Clarita.